Well, hello everybody, and welcome to another chat with Andy the Gabby Cabby. I've been disappeared a while, haven't I? I kind of went out of action Christmas Day. I've only felt like myself really the last 12, 24 hours, and I see people have been asking about my whereabouts, so I thought I'd make the effort to get out here and get this live stream done with everybody. I thought 8 o'clock would be about right, and then we're not too pissed that we can't understand what's going on. Let's just have a quick look through the chat straight away and see who we've got in initially. Diana Bauer, Happy New Year to you, Andy, and your lovely missus, Andy, and to your sons, everyone else. Good to see you, Diana. Happy New Year to you. Same to you, Anna Perkins. John Harrington in the chat. Good to see you. Happy New Year to you, sir. Paul Fisher. Seedrift Wannabe, I'm here. I got here in the end. You can hear from my voice, I'm still a bit grogged up with phlegm and stuff, but we'll see how we do. Hi, Lorraine. Good to see you. Paul Fisher as well. Yes, Happy New Year to everybody. Surf is in the house. Hope you're all right. Uncle Gary, good to see you. Hope Tina's all right and the four of you are okay where you are. Timmy Robinson, hello to you. Cabby Governor, love it. Dave C, good evening. Paul Fisher, John Kent, my neighbour, not so far around the corner. Good to see you as well. Paul Settler, Happy New Year to you. Kay Moore, Pippa 61, Bridget and Christine Ayres. Looks like we've got some nice regular people here. Well, I'm assuming you're nice regular people. Brian Reynolds, hello to you. Good to see you. Now, before we go much further, give me a 1 in the chat if you got a drink. And hello, Russ. Good to see you popping in there. And Happy New Year to you as well. And here is to 2023. Barefoot Contessa, long time no see. Good to see you. Any chance of some birthday wishes? Let's get your comments going up the screen. There we go. Barefoot Contessa, 63 today. So I can honour your request there. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Barefoot Contessa. Happy birthday to you. And hope you've had a very nice day. New Year's Eve, that's great, isn't it? You can get a drink, get presents and all sorts of stuff. So best wishes. Dave Bryant, hello. And I think a few of you have got a drink. My Auntie Tina's in the house. Christina Reynolds. That's my auntie. So good to see you as well in there. And hope you're good. Lee Foster. No, I got to smoke. There's always one, isn't there? Every time I look at the news, there's another awful story about what some thug has done. Yes, I know what you mean, Lorraine. I'm following quite closely that business with the 4 kids that were murdered in Idaho. Obviously, they took a suspect into custody yesterday. I was just watching a bit of that. Red Scouts, good to see you. Thank you for your long comment earlier. That was good. Anyway, I'm going to get my drink. Now, I said to my wife earlier, she had to go to the shop, and I said, I'd really love a scotch. I don't want a whole bottle. I just want a single shot because I'm going to have some cider later. I said, if you can't get any, don't worry. And she come home and she said, I hope you like fudge as well. What? And I ended up with this. 2 shots of whiskey and some fudge in the middle. So I'm going to start with that one. I'm going to leave that one out till later and maybe have a look at that one. So I shall join you in a drink. Good observation, Christine. Like it. Knew she was your aunt, as she called you Andrew. That's a very good observation. Yes, family call me Andrew. Everyone else calls me Andy, amongst other things. I had a family member call me Andy once, and it just did not sound right at all. Hello, Al Barker. Good to see you in the chat, and hope you're well. Drift Wannabe, never mix drinks. You'll be bad. stick to shorts or the other. I usually find Drift Wannabe, I can get away with one of these and then go on the cider, and I'm okay. But two, I might be pushing my luck. We'll have to see what happens. I'm not working for a good couple of days, so that's something. Well, I've been off a couple of days anyway because of not feeling well, and I'm hopefully this thing will wet the whistle. So we'll see. Yeah, there we go. So a little bit of this. In it goes. Whole bottle of. There we go. What is your New Year's resolution, Andy? Kevin asked. You know what? I gave up making them years ago because I would do things like quit smoking, quit drinking, lose weight, get up earlier, all the usuals, and never kept to them. I mean, smoking, for example, it took me 3 attempts to give that up. And when I did give that up, it wasn't New Year's. Brian Reynolds got one now, Andy. What's that? So, there we go. Oh, a drink. I'm with you. Well, the whiskey will help with sniffles. Ha ha. Cheers, everybody. Happy New Year. And hope you all had a good Christmas. That is lovely. I tell you, I can get the Jack Daniels and Coke out of a can. Not quite the same as straight out of a bottle, is it? Angela Graham says, my husband is called Andrew. I never call him Andy. Well, it's funny. My friend who introduced me to my wife called me Andy. And my wife calls me Andrew because I think she just heard everyone else call me Andrew. So there we go. Drift Wannabe. Put that up there. I'll be a non-smoker tomorrow, Lorraine. Well, best of luck to you. I don't know if you've tried before, but what I found was the first few weeks were the hardest. And once you get over there, it just becomes a little bit easier as you go along. And make sure the last thing you smoke is something decent because that helps as well. In my case, it was a big fat Stokey, and that was getting on 13 years ago now. I love the name Andrew. Angela says, yes, Andrew's quite a good name, isn't it? But what's everybody got planned for tomorrow? Have you got family coming around? Are you being lazy? What are you up to? I've just had a Facebook message. Who's that? Homemade slow gin or slow vodka? Oh, it's my sister. My sister Emma saying Happy New Year. And somebody called Angus Macmillan on the channel. Phil Dishwasher. Hangover. Nothing at all. Not much. Healing Vibrations. Happy New Year, Andy. Happy New Year to you as well. Lorraine, never tried a tobacco cigarette. I have a friend who's been chain smoking for close to 50 years. Each time I hope she quits, she never does. It's a conscious choice, Lorraine. Some do, some don't, or some take a while. That's what I did find. But yeah, it's been an interesting year on the channel. A lot going on. We've grown quite considerably. I mean, I think we're teetering somewhere around 33,500 subscribers now, and we've got some good people here. Some that have gone and come back again, and I've made some lovely friends. We've had some good laughs and conversations in the background as well. It's such a wonderful bunch of people here. Julie, I'll be trying to keep the lurgy away. I think I'm coming down with it. Well, if it's anything like happened to me, Julie, I was fine up until, Christmas Day morning. I woke up and I had the sniffs. And the next day after that, I was screwed. That's how it came about. But hopefully it won't last too long. Paul Fisher, I'm glad your channel has grown as you always talk from the heart. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm often accused of having my heart on my sleeve. And that is something. Blood Nose 92 watching, 34 likes. please press the thumbs up. Yes, if you can, folks, because that does help the algorithm. Yeah, I've made some decent friends along the way, over the course of this year. And I'll give you a shout out of a couple of them. I mean, some of them you probably know already, but let's go there. Can't hurt to, let you know twice. The first one, and you'll be honoured that I'm coming to him first. Let's see if we can do this. I don't know what the weather's like where everybody is, by the way. I can hear absolutely howling with rain. Yeah, there's my mate Russ, absolutely average, and he lives within a reasonable car distance from me. So in between here and the airport. So I'm going to try and arrange a meet up with him at some point, and maybe get us both on the camera at the same time. That'd be cool. So that's absolutely average, and as you know, he's been on here a couple of times. Oh my God, I'm about to be off the list, Anna Perkins says. What's that mean? Drift Wannabe, are you near the Hornby Visitor Centre, Andy? Yes, I am. Literally 5 minutes drive. I've been there, but not for some time. I know they're storing a load of stuff up there at the moment. The next friend I've made, and I'm told he's in Liverpool at the moment, probably on the piss or family time or something. I'm not sure. It's good old Ryan, Sanity Checkers. And we keep in contact most days. And what we need to do with Ryan, which will be good for him in the new year, is try and help him up to 1,000 subscribers. I don't know if you're aware, but to get monetized on YouTube, you need 1,000 subscribers, and I think it's 4,000 hours viewing time. So that all comes from decent content, consistency, and keep going and going and going. And there's Ryan, and you can see there he's actually up to 770 subscribers. So he is well on the way, which is something. So that's Ryan. The other one I was pleased at today, I'll see if I can find him. Yeah, that's loading all right. I got a shout out from Trevor Colt, MC. I know Absolutely Average did as well. He gave a load of channels a shout out, and I start following him. So, that was wonderful as well. Trevor Colton, hopefully we'll see more of him in the new year. These are great people. Anna Perkins, you're my virtual friend as well. Don't be offended that I've not included you on the list. You are definitely my virtual friend and one of my original subscribers. I've got lots of you on here that I consider friends in the background who keep in regular contact, and we're able to do our thing. And even over this cost of living crisis, we've been able to help some people out as well. There's another one I look at, semi-regularly, and that's Retro on his bikes. Now, at the start of, my YouTube journey, I didn't really think a lot of Retro, but I've had some communication with him since, and exchanged a couple of messages and whatever. And I think Retro's cool. He's just a normal guy with a story to tell, and a bit of factual stuff and whatever. And I watch his content most days, so he wished me Happy New Year earlier as well. So same to you, Retro. And there's a little shout out for him as well. Hopefully he's getting pissed like the rest of us. So there we go. And across the pond, I have some friends in America as well. Police off the cuff. Now, Police Off the Cuff is run by 2 retired NYPD detectives, and Bill and Phil, and they cover all of the crime stories over there. And they're actually live at the moment covering the Idaho murders, where someone was taken into custody. So you know, they're very, very detailed, and you know, they give a good show all the time. So there's a little collection of my buddies with YouTube channels on there, and if you haven't checked them out, go and check them out. They're all good. And you know, I've had some people over the course of the year as well that have kind of gone that way and then come back, and we've had some nice communication, and you know, it's been really nice, really nice, all that. So happy New Year to all of those people as well that didn't get a mention. Hi, Mum. I see you in the chat as well. Hope you're all right, and you're having a good evening. But yeah, the Idaho incident was awful. I hope the right guy has been caught. Now, apparently, when he was arrested, one of the things he said was, "Am I the only one that's been arrested?" Bill and Phil think he's just being a slimy rat trying to throw law enforcement off the scent. And there's other schools of thought that wonder, did he have any help trying to escape to Pennsylvania where they found him? So, you know, we'll have to see how that develops. I don't delve too much into these kinds of stories because although I'm inquisitive enough to put theories and things together in my mind, I wouldn't want to do or say anything to, what's the word, contradict or stuff up any law enforcement efforts. It's just not worth it. And there's too many YouTubers out there that do it with their own theories. But yeah, fair enough, Lorraine. Retro, you know, we all have our own cup of tea, but you know, I'm all right with Retro. He's just a normal bloke, and I like listening to what he has to say, especially when he's sat out with his cup of tea, having a natter. And he had a wonderful baby Yoda top he got for Christmas as well. I'm only jealous. I've actually got a baby Yoda, but my son nicked it. But let's go back through the comments. If you're just joined us this evening, thank you very much for coming in. This is the Daily Chat with Andy the Gabby Cabby. Just a New Year's Eve natter, just catching up with everybody. Hope you're okay. If you haven't done so already, please make sure you hit the like button. That makes the algorithm take notice. The problem is where you have a few days off like I have, the views and the attention for the channel duck a bit. So we have to get that back up again. I mean, that's one of the reasons I reposted an old video yesterday, just to get that up and going. But there we go. Gary Thornbury, hello to you. Good to see you. Happy New Year. Gary Moores, Kevin Grant, good to see you as well. We've got some more of our regular people coming in. Stephen Hallam, Happy New Year to you. Good to see you. Got loads and loads. I've got more in than I thought would be in, to be honest. New Year's Eve, I wasn't sure how it would go. Amber weather forecast down south for wind and rain at 9 p.m. Lee Foster says, yeah, it's blowing a hoolie out that door there. As I said before, where I walk out of the garage, I've got to walk outside to get into the house in the French doors out the back. Lorraine, it's been reported that there is DNA. I hope so. Well, I heard Bill say that they'd managed to surreptitiously get some of his DNA. I don't know whether they followed him or what and compared it. Drift Wannabe, did he know them, Andy? I don't know. I can't confirm that. It is a theory that, you know, he did know them. He was aware of them, or was at least aware of the house. But, you know, again, they did a press conference, which I watched yesterday, and the chief of police there opened it to questions, but all the questions they asked, he couldn't answer because of Idaho state law. until he appears in a court in Idaho. Everything's sealed, and they can't comment until he's been there. That's the thing. Lorraine has a little troll with a Santa hat, and he's quite cute. Excellent. Well, I've got some super chats coming in here. Let's see who we've got. Reform BBC, £5 super chat. Thank you very much. Happy New Year to you. And hope you are well. And $50 super chat for someone in need as you see fit. Yes, okay. Thank you very much for that, Lorraine. We'll have a look through the chat and everything and see if we can divert that to somebody that may need that. I mean, we did some good over the last couple of weeks. I gave away a food voucher to a subscriber who was going to give it to a friend's wife who was in need. And we managed to top that money up to a little bit more than I actually was advertising, so they got a bit more. We managed to sort out, the heating situation for a couple of people as well. So, we've done some good. Who's this? Jay Goose. My neighbour is having karaoke party as usual. Already heard the Titanic sing twice. Oh, that's excellent. But we've had fireworks going off over the back of our house. I don't know whether that will go or not later on, but we will see. Little Kitty, are you here? I hear you mentioned. Good to see you if you are. Where's Lucinda? Never liked Vivienne Westwood outfits. I was never aware of them. I obviously knew who she was, but never aware of them. I'm not drunk yet either. Tanner Family Memories, hello to you. Good to see you. I hope you are well. You've had a good Christmas. Happy New Year. Looking forward to your comments coming in 2023. I'll drink to that, Tony. I'll drink to that. And you're one of the, more frequent commenters with some good information. Going back to my whiskey. Yes, I'm here, Andy. Sick with flu, cold sores, and of course, my disability. Yeah, I feel for you, little kitty, because I know you're isolated as well. No, I hope you do get better. I mean, if it's like what I've had, it hits you quick, hits you hard, and then, does disappear off afterwards. Reform BBC has just become a member of the channel. Thank you very much for your support. I appreciate that, and welcome to the club. If you do contribute the £1 a month, you just get members' live streams, the odd photo that others wouldn't, and, the occasional bit of extra content as well. But in the main, everything's in the public like this is today. So that's all great. Yeah, my whiskey. Famous Grouse, normal bottle. That's what I usually drink if I have whiskey. And the other one was Famous Grouse Smoky Black. Famous Grouse Smoky Black. I've never seen that in my life. I have no idea what it is, what it tastes like, or anything else, but I guess we're going to find out very shortly. What did Jack get for Christmas? He got, no, I can hear the fireworks going off again. He got another couple of computer games, clothes, sweets, bit of money, all the usual stuff. He's actually inside at the moment playing on his Xbox, which wasn't a Christmas present, by the way, with a friend of his that lives in the street there around the corner. I mean, how clever is that? And they've got the headsets on and they're talking and everything else. So all good. My car failed its MOT today, Kevin Grant says. What's wrong with it? How bad did it fail? Let me know. Hello, Rafi. Good to see you. Happy New Year to you. Sorry I've not been in touch, Rafi. I don't know if you picked up. I've not been well. I've been asleep and laying around pretty much trying to get shot of this so I can go back to work properly. Drift Wannabe says, I was an MOT tester. What did it fail on? But, yeah, Rafi, Christmas is going well. I can't believe we're at the end of another year already. That's mad. That's absolutely mad. Mr. Brom might pass MOT in 2023. Yeah, when's mine due? Yeah, with taxis, we have to have them twice a year, the council MOT, and then you have to have a normal one. So effectively, it's 3 MOTs every year. They certainly get you. Does Jack still believe in Father Christmas? Did you have to wake up early to quickly put presents somewhere? Jack, I think, is 50-50. Sometimes you think he still does, and other times you think he's rumbled it. But to answer the question about getting up early, not terribly, because he gets so excited, it takes him ages to go to sleep. And then when you finally get into sleep, you've got to put everything away. And it got to, I think, about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning by the time we got to sleep. And we were up at, I think, about 9, something like that. So not too early. Thank you for passing my car. It's not that bad. A fine if you get caught anyway. 100 quid, my friend got fined, and he was driving with no MOT for over a year. Blimey. You get away with it as long as you don't get pulled or the cameras don't get you. May have been me. I said used to be. Oh, dear. I tell you, this cough's coming again. It's ridiculous. You mean Santa doesn't exist? Laugh out loud. Well, when I had the conversation with my eldest lad, the way I did it, I told him about St. Nicholas, and told him that story and said that Santa actually does exist, but more of a legend, and it's our responsibility to keep that legend alive. So we have to keep it going. And when the child realizes they have to keep it going too, that's what I said. Rafi, is it your birthday? If I'm reading right, happy birthday to you. Cheers to Rafi. Drift Wannabe, I'll have to try that next time. Although I don't have the emissions problems lately. Everyone can be a Santa, just not at Christmas. He came out earlier and he said, I used to think my daddy ate the cookies we left for Santa. No, he didn't. He used to drink his... Oh, pretty good. Oh, pretty good. Let's go back to the chat again, shall we? Your car insurance is void if you have no MOT. Very true, Mum. Trust you to know that. Gillian, Happy New Year, Andy and chat. Happy New Year to you as well. Andy, what did your oldest son get for Christmas? Pissed. No, he's doing that tonight. He's gone to Canterbury for the evening with his mates. So he's got something to do. And I think he's arranged digs over there as well, so we won't see him till the morning probably. Lorraine, I did see something about Al Barker. I will look into that a little bit more when we've finished, and maybe we can direct something that way. I'll have a look, Al. So I'm getting a bit of a problem lately with some of my mails going to my spam filter, even people that I communicate with regularly. So I need to double check that and get that done. Lorraine, it's warmed up a little bit, but still not acceptable levels. So again, we'll have to address that situation fairly quickly, because as I've said, we managed to help a couple of people, so hopefully we can help a couple more along the way. But, just come back through the chat again. I'll tell you what, the old days of going down the pub, I can't be doing with it because you got the trouble of getting home afterwards. I mean, we're here at the moment, and I'm quite happy with that. And, you know, I feel sorry for people trying to get home, especially when you've got double time and everything later. The next few days, I will have some champ mashed potatoes and Malibu coconut rum. I remember years ago, I went to the factory in the Caribbean where they made the stuff. And I remember sitting on the beach and having some of it. And they had big vats of it fermenting. And you walk in. Oh, yes, it was very nice. Kevin Grant, track rod end, ball joint, anti-roll linkage for joint excessively worn and front brakes. What car you got, Kevin? Yeah, my email address is contact@andygifford.online. But as I said, I am having a bit of trouble with my spam filter lately, so I'll have to have a duck in there and see if you've ended up in that instead. And I'm forever going in and saying, do not spam this email person. It's a bit of a pain. My Shannon Lee may want to turn 18 in Aruba. That can't be too far away now, can it, Lorraine? Yeah, and why pay £5 a pint when you can get 4 cans for the same price? Absolutely. Absolutely. It's yeah, in 2023, I want to try and get this channel. Hang on. I don't end up in spam much, do I, Andy, with the way I email you? Lorraine, you have ended up in my spam folder a couple of times, and I can't understand why, because we're in quite regular contact. And, you know, again and again, I'm saying to the thing, Lorraine is not spam, Lorraine is not spam. And it keeps going in there. It's mad, absolutely mad. Yeah, in 2023, I want to keep growing this channel. And I've noticed that when I put videos on about heat, light, fuel, shopping, and any tips or anything I see, you know, they seem to be quite well received. And I noticed that people are actually saying, Andy, can I, you know, help? You know, can I help? I need help. Is there something you can tell me? Blah, blah. So we get, you know, that's what I want to do with this channel, help people, really. You know, we're going in the right direction. It's what I wanted to do with it in the first place. Now, over the last 18 months, maybe, you know, I'll address it very quickly. I've got some grief as well. I'm not going to mention names. They're not worth the breath. But, you know, that's not what this channel's about. You know, I've had people come in the comments being not very nice, and people, you know, that's not what this channel's about. I do not want to acknowledge it. I'm not fussed with it. I'm not interested in it. If you want to be nasty, fuck off. You know, this channel is about good, decent people. It's about helping. It's about advising. It's about going forward. That's what we're about. You know, if people are going to be nasty, you're just not going to get any acknowledgement. You're not going to get anywhere. If you have a problem, come and email me. Let's talk about it and thrash it out, as I have done with some people. But apart from that, go away. You know, we've got far better things to be thinking about. And, you know, there are things, you know, that we want to plan and do in 2023. There are connections I want to make with other people who I see will hopefully help, you know, help us, help others. And that's what it's all about. Just offer him a steak off. First one to finish the steak wins. Lorraine, I don't like the nasties, Andy, and have no problem letting them know. Yes, you've been great helping me out with that and sticking up for me. Drift Wannabe's another one. You know, you've all been great watching my back. I very much appreciate it and the loyalty. I really do. But I'm just 2023. It's just all about us. It's all about everything else. What's this about Alan Pierce? Oh, yes, excellent. Alan's not been too well. I noticed he commented on something earlier. You might recognise the name Alan Pierce from Andy's Army and my subscribers. I heard from him the other day. He says he will be back with us in the new year when he is stronger. Okay, excellent. That is good to hear. Very good to hear. Alan is the person who started the phrase wonderful weirdos. Yes, remember that. He sometimes signs off with stay weird, and I asked him if I could steal it. Absolutely. Right. For the last, I don't know, 25 minutes, I'm going to try something a bit different. I know a couple of you might do it, but a load of you won't. What I'm going to do, I'm going to share a link in the description, in the comments, which will allow you, if you've got a webcam and a microphone, to connect to this live stream and join the screen with me and join in so we can see you chat and everything else. And basically, all you have to do is click on it and follow the directions it says. If you want to do it, it would be great to see you. I'm not forcing anybody or sticking anyone's arm up their back, but it's there. Andy, you stole my Clint. Yes, I like that word, and I'm afraid I did steal it. So let's do that. I'm going to pour myself another drink. So, yes, if anybody does want to come on and does have a webcam, just bear in mind before you make that decision, if you do, people will be able to see you and they'll be able to hear you. So it's up to you. And I'll just leave that link there if anybody so desires. Anna, I think you control the picture, but I control the sound. When you click on it, you don't come on immediately. You come on down the bottom, like in a little square, and I add you to the live stream. But, oh, here's a taker already. I mean, this is what we've got. This is Blood Nose. Hello, Blood.
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, just about. How are you?
Very good.
Happy New Year,
my friend.
What are you up to?
I'm just hanging out watching Andy the Gabby Cabby online.
Good to hear your voice after all this time of
yeah,
texting.
It's the first time. It's really nice to be able to talk to you once, finally. Good to see you.
Yeah, you too. You too.
I don't have a camera. I'm not. I don't even have one, so I'm not going to do that. Hello, Alan Edge.
No, that's fine. That's fine. We've got another one here, Paul and Anna. Anna, I can see an image, but it's blurry. I don't know whether you've done something to obscure yourself or not. Let's add Paul to the stream, certainly. Hello, Paul.
Hello, mate.
Can you hear and see us all right? Hiya. Can you hear us all right?
Yeah.
Excellent. Good to see you.
Everyone jump on. This is a party.
There you go.
Right. I'm going to add Anna to the chat now. See how we do. Okay, Anna, can you hear us?
I can, yes.
Cheers, Paul.
Yeah, I think that worked out all right. I can't see you, but I can hear you, so that's all good.
Yes, I
what
can.
Did you do?
Shy.
Did you put something in front of the camera?
He doesn't want to be on the camera.
That's fair enough. Not everybody does.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my God. we got a right party here. Just to let you know, folks, I can have up to 10 at a time on the screen.
Wow.
But what I'm going to do is do like 3 of you, and then we'll rotate round. I've actually got, including who you got there, I've got 5 of you down on the screen. So,
Oh, come on, let's get going.
who said that?
Just a thing, if you come on here, remember to cut your mute, put your thing on YouTube on mute, otherwise you're going to get...
Yeah, I can't hear any feedback, so I think that's all right. I know what you're saying, though, because I get that with StreamYard as well. But, Anna, you can hear me all right still?
Yes, I can. Come on, Christine, get online.
Oh, look at that nice kitty.
Yeah, Christine, come on you come. But you all had a good Christmas, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. It went.
What are your plans for the new year?
Paul, you like cats? I love you.
I've just applied to adopt another one.
Okay. How many have you got?
Well, I just lost one, so I've only got 2. So
Sorry about that,
Okay.
Paul. We got 3.
I can't pick the other one up though because she'll tear my face off.
Okay. My wife doesn't actually like cats. I grew up with cats, but my wife isn't a cat person, so it's not something we can we have in the house. What's this? Dreamies. Okay. Excellent. But, I've got 2 other people on here. One of them's my mum. I had a feeling she might show up, and the other one's Bridget. So let's add these 2 in.
Andy, have you got
Bridget.
a dog?
And there's
Bridget.
my mum. Hello, people.
Hi, everyone. Happy
Excellent.
New Year.
Happy
Jenny,
New Year.
nice to meet
Oh,
you.
Andy's happy mum.
That's I'm going to add Lorraine to the stream as well. Who have we got now? 3, 6. That's 7 of us. Hi, Lorraine. Can you hear me?
Hi, Andy.
Hello, Lorraine.
Hello, my friend. How are you? I can hear you.
I'm absolutely fine. How are you? Is that your dog in the background?
Andy, should I say coffee?
Coffee.
Coffee. I drink coffee.
Me too, Ryan. Cheers.
I drink scotch. Excellent. But, no, this is great. I've not done this before, so I thought I'd give it a try. Mr. Brom said celebrity squares. How you doing, Bridget? You all right?
Where's Blood Nose?
I'm right here. Hello.
Oh,
Yeah, he's there. Just not got the
oh,
camera
look at that. I get to talk to you.
Yeah, we don't have
Yeah.
cameras, do we?
on.
How you doing, Lorraine? Good to talk to you.
I'm doing really good. How are you?
Good. Bridget's on. She's saying,
You're an American. Where are you located?
Rhode Island.
Oh, okay. I am in Oak Island, North Carolina.
Nice.
I love that accent.
We love yours too.
My old friend Richard's just come in the chat. I've known him for about 40 years. So, hi, my old friend, and Happy New Year to you. I don't know if you've got a webcam set up, but get your backside on here if you have. But,
Is Dave coming on, Andy?
Hi, Gene.
Dave.
I haven't seen.
Happy New Year.
I haven't seen Dave in the chat, Bloodnose, this evening. I know he moderates for another channel as well, and I think they're doing a big thing tonight. I'm sure they are. So he'll be off doing that, but I'm sure he'll watch the replay later.
All right.
Tony Whitworth, come on down.
The price is right.
Right.
Happy New Year to you, Steve.
We need 2 more to make the Brady's bunch.
Yeah, Paul Hoskin has just said he can't do it. He's having a bath.
Andy, how comes you've got more Americans on than Brits?
Oh, we love Andy.
Well, it's a bit of a split, isn't it?
Maybe.
What have I got? American, Brit. It's about 60-40 in our favour at the moment, I think. Well, this is the beauty with YouTube, isn't it? It's just everywhere. I think there's a couple of Australians that tune in as well. Absolutely brilliant. Brian Hill, all the best to Andy and co. Same to you. Happy New Year. Angus McMillan, need to go. Have a happy New Year, everybody. Goodbye to you, Angus, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Mike Alligators, hello.
Hi, Mike Alligators.
Whose dog is that? Is that you, Lorraine?
Yeah, my little guy's barking a little bit.
Oh, okay. I know there's at least 3 of you with dogs, and one of you's got a cat. Reform BBC, love, come on next year sometime to chat about TV licensing. Yeah, I'm up for that, Reform. We'll do that, definitely. But no, we've got a few of you that free. Yeah, we've got 6 of you that have come on. So that's all cool. I wanted to see if it works. This system, I can have up to 10 people on at any one time. So I think it could handle it all right. So that's all good. But does anybody want to contribute, comment, say anything? Got something to say?
I do, Andy. I just want to say that I really like everybody in this chat so much, and I wish you a very happy New Year.
Yeah, it's a great community.
Oh, that's lovely.
Same to
Lorraine.
you. Thanks, Lorraine. Appreciate
Well,
that.
I've had this happen again. I bet you all noticed that it's great.
Excellent. It's good to hear people actually say that. You know, and then at least we're doing the right thing and going in the right direction, because that's all I want it to be, just a community, you know. And this is going down well.
I don't want to be a miserable. Always best.
I see Bridget's dog.
Yeah, always best if you mute your mic if you're not talking like that.
Yeah, because of the feedback.
Well, that and the dogs.
Your cat's not getting freaked out, is it?
No, they got freaked out earlier because the fireworks were going off, and the grumpy one was being so friendly to me, and I was trying to get her in. I made a little kitty nest next to me, and it was all going so well until she bit me. So she doesn't like too much attention.
Right. Yeah, Bridget seems to have disappeared. Webcam kind of done that, and she disappeared. But I'll keep an eye out for her as she comes back. You won't see it on the screen here, but I've got you all in front of me, and then I've got like a green room underneath. It's like I could do this, get rid of Blood Nose, and then put him back again. You know, it's all you can manipulate it around.
Try and get so you are the quizmaster kind of thing.
Say it again. Say that again, Lorraine.
Oh no, that wasn't me.
So
who was it?
You can dictate who speaks, me or someone else.
Yeah.
That was me saying you have the power.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
at the
Hannah.
moment, my mum's got a mic muted. I mean, I can stop myself. I mean, look at my lips moving like this, and I talk, and you know, that's the kind of thing we're talking about. But it's I think it's a bit of a symphony, really, a bit of an orchestra. Trying to negotiate all that. But yeah, Blood Nose, Paul. Yeah, you've got your mics muted, so that's all good.
Andy, you might want to post the link again so other people can have an opportunity to come in.
Yeah, good idea. Invite, copy.
Yeah, I'm going to come out, so I'll let somebody else in. But great to see all of you.
Yeah, you too, Lorraine.
Good to meet you, Lorraine.
Nice to meet all of you.
We'll talk again.
Yeah, cheers,
Chat
Lorraine.
via email soon. Yeah, there's the link posted again, folks. If you want to come on, then
actually might be a thing also, Andy. If you know, like I don't mind ducking out if other people want to get in. If it gets full up, I've actually got to go to the off license as well. So,
what time's it shut tonight?
Oh,
It's
they're
like
great,
about
my
12
locals.
I wish
11
everybody
o'clock.
a wonderful, happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well, Anna.
Happy New Year, Anna.
No, they're open. The only time they close is they have a family meal on Christmas Day. Other than that, they're open all the time. They're brilliant.
Okay. My mum has just walked into her living room.
Nice.
I think she wants to show her Christmas tree off.
I've had to come down to plug my computer in.
Right, okay. We got someone else in that wants to come say hello. Brian Hill.
Is that a piano?
That is a piano.
Right, okay. We got someone else in.
Evening all.
Say hello, Brian Hill.
Hello, Brian.
Is that retro?
Evening all.
Right, Brian.
Brian from Bolton.
We got someone else in.
Evening all.
Hello, Brian Hill.
Hello, Brian.
Is that retro?
Evening all.
Right, Brian.
Brian from Bolton.
We got someone else in. Brian, if you can hear me, I could kind of hear an echo. I don't know whether it was yourself or not. I kind of heard myself and you over and over again. I could kind of hear an echo. I don't know whether it was yourself.
I've turned off.
No, I kind of heard myself and you over and over again. I could kind of hear an echo. Yeah, it's coming through your mic. What I'll try and do is take you out and bring you back in again. Give me a second. How's that? I think he might have gone. Well. There's somebody else that's come in, Mum. You'll know this face. You'll know this face, Mum. Hello, my old friend.
Hello, Andy. How you doing?
Hello, Richard.
Hello, Jean.
Long time no see.
I know it's been a long time. Can you hear me all well?
Yes.
Yeah, all good.
I've
Yeah,
just
nice
had
to
a
meet you,
right.
To you, Rich.
Happy New Year. I've had such a pain trying to get this to work on my mobile phone because I'm not very technological.
Wow.
Yeah. Richard's like one of my oldest friends. I don't think I've seen you for over a decade face to face, have I?
No, I don't think. Yeah, it's been about that long. Yeah. Well, I'm moving all over the bloody country. You know, that's the problem.
Absolutely, slippery bugger. We can't keep touch with you, can we?
Well, I'm in Hull now.
Hull?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you were in Cambridge before, weren't you?
Yeah, I was. Yeah. I moved up to Hull nearly 3 months ago.
Oh, okay. You kept that bloody quiet.
Well, you know me.
Yes, only too well.
I just get on with it. But yeah, no, it's going well. I'm working at HMP Humber up here.
Okay.
So yeah, it's going well.
Excellent. How's the family?
Yeah, they're all doing good. Kids all growing up really quickly.
Bloody hell. How old are they now?
My oldest is 19,
Right.
and my youngest is 5.
Okay.
So
It's a
and I've got-
19-year-old who I remember you seeing holding as a baby in the flat window that time in Westbrook.
That's right. Yeah,
Oh, my God.
yeah, it makes you feel old, doesn't it?
Certainly does.
But yeah, I mean, they live in Germany.
Okay.
Richard, imagine how old I feel.
Well, you may feel old, Jean, but I don't know what you're using, but you're not looking it, are you?
You need to go to Specsavers.
No, she's fine.
Yeah. My uncle's got a joke about that, and he'll probably put the word in the chat in a minute. Yeah,
I didn't want to start hitting on Andy's mum because that'd be rude, but now somebody said it. Yeah.
Oh, have I inadvertently started something? I do apologise.
You got history for that.
I've never been a troublemaker, not me.
No, of course not. Oh dear.
And she's got a piano, so she can do Old Lang Syne later.
Yeah, that's true. But are you in tonight, Mum? Are you in on your Todd?
I was going to go around the ale house, but it's so horrible out. I've decided not to go.
Right.
I'm going to have a Bailey's.
Oh,
Ben's
Lovely,
going to tonight. We're actually having Ben.
Right. So I'm going to try and get Brian back again because I can see him down in the thing, but we're not getting sound. Or hang on a minute. Hello,
Andy.
Brian. Can you hear me?
Sorry.
Brian, your mic might be muted. No, we've lost him. I can see him, but we can't see him on the screen. So what I'll do, Brian, if you can hear me, I'm going to take you out, and I'll put the link back in again and try and reconnect. We'll try and get you back. Yeah, that can happen like that sometimes. But somebody's just said, Richard, can you give us an insight into the prison service?
oh,
That was Paul Fisher. Obviously, if it's going to jeopardise your position, then keep your boat race shut. But that's down to you.
the best thing to do is if he asks a specific question, if I can answer it, I will. I can't see anything coming up on the. I can only see you guys. I can't see the chat like I could before.
There's two chats.
Yeah, can you all see the chat?
Yeah, in StreamYard, there's a chat in the upper right. There's comments. There's a tab for comments.
Gotcha. Okay.
And there's private,
Richard,
which no one's answering.
Right. Richard, have you got a bit of the old number one in a glass?
Not at the moment. I'm trying to pace myself because otherwise I get a bit carried away, and then before 12 o'clock I'll be gone.
Oh dear.
I've got no restraint.
Do you remember those digs you were in years ago down on Ramsgate Seafront, and I ended up waking up on your sofa one day?
Yeah, we'd had a curry or something, haven't we?
Yeah, and a bloody good session.
Yeah, I remember. Oh, bloody hell, I remember that.
Yeah, that was donkeys years ago.
Yeah.
That was.
Cool. That's going back. Yeah, that's going back at least 15 odd years. At least.
15, 16 years, definitely.
Yeah.
But Mr. Brom says, how many disabled people are in prison?
It depends on each prison. The first prison I was in, there was quite a lot of them because it was quite an aging population in there. More older people over 60s, which naturally came with the problems that you get as you get older. The prison I'm in now, very, very few. The the prison I was in first was a purely, it was a specialised prison, we shall say, for a certain type of crime. And the prison I'm in now is a mixed population. So you got your murderers, your thieves, burglary, all manner of crime like that, and violence. Whereas my first prison was just a lot of older people. The older population is rising in prison as a whole, actually, simply because of crimes now being investigated and people being charged for historic crime.
I thought it was because it was warm and you get fed.
Well, you do get they do get fed quite well. They don't have to worry about the gas and electric, that's for sure.
Makes you want to go see if there's any vacancies. But,
well, you know, it's certainly a way to live. I mean, there are certain.
You don't get in, Andy.
That's true.
You're two something and two something.
Just a quick shout out to Sanity Checkers who's checked in. Oh, I'm late. Thought I'd quick say hello. Have a great evening, folks. Same to you, Ryan. Happy New Year to you. I thought you were in Liverpool or something on the piss. I weren't expecting you at all this evening, but thank you for stopping by. There was another question here. I'll just find it. There we go. What's the worst thing you've ever found in a prison wallet?
There's
silence.
Pretty much anything you can imagine, you can find in prison. You know, there's no bones about it. Drugs are there.
Right.
They're not allowed to have physical cash, but again, that's there. I would imagine from my first prison, it would be the little USB things that you have in computers, you know, that store, what are they bloody called?
Thumb drives?
Yeah, that you store things on. Yeah, so that in that prison, those were the worst things to find. And where I am now, it's really just drugs.
Why are thumb drives so bad?
So the prison I was in was purely for sexual offences, and the thumb drives were used in the prison by prisoners that have committed those offences to still have things on pictures and images on those thumb drives, and then they'd share them around with other inmates, but they'd sort of rent the use of it for a night and things like that. So you'd have someone who'd have 10 thumb drives. They'd rent each one out to a different prisoner, and they'd get money back, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's
yeah. So that's probably the worst thing in there. Everything in prison is worth roughly 10 times what it is on the outside. So, like, if you have an iPhone now that you can buy, I don't know, for 800 quid, it's worth 10 times that in prison. And you think to yourself, well, how can it be? Because they're not allowed physical cash. But what happens is those people that run those things through have still got a big network on the outside. And the money actually exchanges hands on the outside of prison, not on the inside, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite interesting.
Yeah, not your first dalliance into law, is it? Really, without going into too much detail.
No, I had a brief spell as a copper. That didn't suit me.
No,
but no, that's a rough job.
Yeah, that didn't suit me. I mean, the job I'm doing now it's rough, but I'm not having to use as much brain power with the law.
Right.
As a copper, you've got to know so much law, and I'm not academic, so it just didn't work out.
Well, you went to the same school as me, so yeah, I get that one.
Yeah.
What school was that, Andy, if you don't mind saying?
It was called Hartsdown. I mean, this guy here. When did I meet you?
We,
2 or 3.
junior school. Was it junior? No, it must have been infant school because you
Yeah.
knew Louise, didn't you, in infant school?
Well, yeah. Louise and her brother David, their parents Jan and Graham knew my parents in the 70s. So
Yeah.
effectively, I knew Louise before I knew you.
Yeah.
And she's used my business fairly recently to go to the airport and back. Unfortunately, I didn't see her, but she certainly used us. I think it was play school I met you. You remember the old village hall in Garlinge?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I think that's where I met you first. So a good 40 years.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It definitely is about that. But I can remember going to junior school and you running out after me saying to me, Harpick, you drive me round the bend. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And you got and Jean, you had a little white Fiesta or something at that point.
That's right.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, she used to let me drive that when I passed my test. Yeah, Brian, you're welcome. We tried to get you on, but I couldn't hear the sound or anything. So maybe we'll have a go at another time. Yeah, when did you get rid of that, Mum? That was yonks ago, wasn't it?
Oh God, yeah. I used to call it Snowy.
30 years?
Oh God, I can't remember. It was in. I can't. What?
Well, I drove it, and I've been driving 25 years, so 20 years, 22, 23 years, something like that.
I think, did I get the blue Peugeot after that one?
Yeah, and I bought that off you when you got the orange one.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh God, so that would have been in like probably 1996.
I passed my test in 97, so probably would have been about right.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's have a quick look through the chat and just catch up on some comments, and then we'll look at winding things up because I want to go and get drunk. And I'm sure other people do too, apart from my mum, because she doesn't drink, and even when she did, she's the biggest lightweight in the area. Baby Sham.
I'm gonna have a Baileys tonight.
Brian, no problem. John Harrington, School of Hard Knocks. Lorraine, that's what I was told as a child. If I didn't behave, I'd get bread and water like the people in prison did. Yeah, I used to get a bash around the back of the legs. But yeah, there's a story. I used to have a bad habit of interrupting my mum when she was on the phone. And she said to me one time that if I didn't stop, she was going to get hold of me and give me a good hiding, except I could run fast. And by the time she caught up with me, we were laughing so hard I didn't get the good hiding. But the problem is, I tried it a second time. I thought I'd get away with it. I didn't the next time. She got hold of me and I got the good hiding.
It's not done us any harm, though, has it?
No, that's true. Unlike some of the youth of today, but don't get me started.
No.
Anna Perkins, kinds of convicts with a predilection for that kind of behaviour is like syphilis, trying not to push the ball to the top. I like it. Let's face it, you're like all of us, we get no help. But if you're a criminal, you get all the help you need. The world is backwards. Very true.
Yeah.
That's Paul Fisher. Kevin Grant says, how many mentally ill people are there in prison?
Well, now that's the question. And mental health is an issue, in my opinion. I think it's being used as a card way too much in society as a whole. And so, to answer your question, a lot, but most of it is using the card.
Right. John Harrington's gone. Good night. Happy New Year to everybody. Right. I've just had another person pop up in the chat. I'm going to put them in. We're going to have 5 minutes with them as well, and then I'm going to wrap things up. So here is Russ, otherwise known as Absolutely Average.
Good evening,
hello, Russ.
Andy.
My mate.
Good evening, you wonderful weirdos. Hello, June. Happy New Year to you and everybody watching you.
Cheers.
Hello, Blood Nose. How are you?
This is my pal, Russ, Absolutely Average. He's had a bloody good year on his channel. He's got up to just over 1,000 subscribers, and he's doing well. And that's another good connection made online.
I think we're up to 1,300 now.
Wow, excellent. I mean, you did that live stream with Trevor Court, didn't you? And it just went absolutely nuts overnight.
Yeah, guys are marksmen. They hit the spot.
Absolutely. Yeah, he gave you and me a good shout out earlier in that post he put online. I noticed, so I was pleased.
He does a community page most days. He does a pretty good rant most days as well. And he's wearing his very posh looking green velvet jacket tonight as he's out on the town in London. So happy New Year to you, Trev. Thank you very much for all your help. You'll be watching this later.
Happy New Year,
tonight.
Yeah, happy New Year, Trev. Good to make your acquaintance.
Yeah, and there's quite a few YouTubers that have popped up from England as well, and overseas too. But the English ones that have popped up from pretty much nowhere in 2022, you got people like Steph, the altar nerd, and she's like helped Trevor out as well behind the scenes. She knows the legal aspects of YouTube inside and out. I'd love to have a chat with her. She's on my radar for a chinwag one day. I'm going to say she's a survivor, she's a fighter, she's a winner, and she's a fantastic inspiration. So if anyone hasn't seen Steph the Altar Nerd, check her out. She's a young lass from up north, and she does like pop culture, daily news stuff that is very light-hearted, but very to the point as well. She doesn't swear, but she gets her point across, very similar to how Trevor does. But in a more ladylike way. But yeah, she's good.
When I finish this live stream, Russ, stick a link to her channel in the comments.
We'll do.
The little bit underneath, so people can find her. We'll have a look. So, Paul, you just waved a box of Carlsberg in front of the camera. Is it an empty one, or have you had a refill? Excellent.
Yeah, I just ran down the shop.
Okay.
They're doing good business. No, it's a full up one. I didn't want to open this bottle of wine, which is quite special. So I didn't want to kind of get trapped and the shop was shut in and have to open this. I'm saving that one.
Is that red or white? I can't tell.
It's
That's a bottle
red,
of Fleury. Beautiful.
It's Cru de Beaujolais, and I looked it up. Somebody bought it round at Christmas. It's quite special. So one of our well-to-do friends. So I drank all the cheap stuff and left that one.
Okay, excellent. Right, folks, we're coming up to about 1 hour and 15 minutes. I need to get back indoors to my family, and I'm sure you've got places to be and drinking to do.
Most of your family are in here. What are you talking about?
Well,
your mum's here. You got your sister in the chat. Your auntie's in the chat. Her husband's in the chat. I think your uncle's in the chat.
Jack's probably watching.
They're all here.
The three most important ones are on the other side of that wall.
Marvelous. I got you.
Sorry, Mum. I need to go and be with them now. I want to thank you all for coming this evening. I wasn't quite sure how this was going to work out being New Year's Eve. It's great that this little experiment has worked out with a few of you joining the chat. Maybe we'll do it again some point in 2023. But seriously, if anybody has an issue they want to raise or anything they want to talk about and put it in front of people, email me privately and say, Andy, I want to talk about this. We can come on here and we can do it like this, have a chat in front of people. We all have similar troubles, similar things we want to suss out and everything. So it's cool. It works. That's what we're here for. I want to wish everybody a happy and prosperous 2023. I hope you get everything you want and it goes the way you want it. Richard, don't stay a stranger. That's the first time I've seen your face in God knows how long.
Top man. Much respect.
Next time you get back down south, bloody tell me and we'll meet up for a pint.
Yes, mate.
I don't know if you caught this, Russ. This boy I've known, well, since I was about that high. So we're well overdue a catch-up. Blood Nose, good to hear your voice.
Thank you.
Great for you in the chat. Mum, I know you are, so I don't need to say it. See you soon.
She's the fourth most important person.
Exactly.
None taken, she says.
I can hear the fireworks going outside now. Russ,
That's your mum.
we will do many things in 2023. I'm sure we will. So will Ryan. And Paul, good to see you. Good to meet you. And see your face on there. Lorraine, thank you for dropping in. And Brian, we tried, but we'll try at some other point. And good night to Paul's.
That's the scared, bitey one.
Okay.
The quiet one.
Well, the vicious one.
I'm going to remove you from the chat.
Okay, mate. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to all of you.
New Year, everyone.
Good night, Andy. Good night, Andy's army.
See you there, Russ.
Happy New Year.
There's you gone.
Bye, Gene.
There's Russ. God, how long?
He doesn't know how to do it.
Oh yeah, I do know how to do it. It's too many scotches.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Russ gone. Let's kick my mother out.
No.
See you, Paul. Good to see you.
Good, mate. Have a good one.
And then goodbye, Blood Nose.
Bye. Happy New Year.
And to you. And to you,
you,
my friend. And we're left with me and Richard. And on that note, I bid you all toodaloo when I find the right button to push. And have a good one, folks, and enjoy the rest of your evening. See ya.
Happy New Year, mate.